Hello everybody and a warm welcome back. I hope you are all doing well. Oh, my throat is killing me. I've been screaming at this computer for like a week. Where are we? I've been trying to do this flight for a week. I've been trying to get any flight done properly and recording for a week. Oh, just kind of random stuff. Welcome to Beijing, Daixing Airport in Beijing, China. Got my airport's disabled. All the different libs and stuff like that, all that stuff in the custom scenery, all of it's disabled. Only thing going is SimHeaven, Global Forest, and I am using the map enhancement thing. I got rid of AutoOrtho. I just couldn't take seeing those bars, like that, like 50-kilometer strip where it's like, where did you pull that tile from? It doesn't even match. Or black boxes everywhere and that. I'm not dealing with this anymore. So I had it for about a week. I can't tell if this is what is causing the issue. I've been having Vulkan device driver losses. I haven't had one of those in ages. Driver timeouts. Recording software crashes and glitches. It's like, is it that thing? Is it like this aircraft? We're in the Flight Factor 777. Welcome aboard Cathay Pacific, Flight 547, non-stop to its home. Its hub in Hong Kong. These guys won't leave me alone.
Captain, the luggage loading is complete.
Awesome.
Thanks.
What did I have there? We should get some stuff set up here. I've still got a bunch of stuff. I've already got passengers started loading. Flight director's on. Going way up there today. Up to 40,000 feet. What's the runway? 181. Well, it's 6 of 1, half dozen of 11. It's easier to scroll forward for me. One thing I do appreciate on this aircraft is that, so it's kind of a drizzly day. It's not great. I have got the FMC program. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you back and we will see you on the runway. We're taking off 17 right. We're expecting the new runway at Hong Kong International for landing. We'll be landing 7 center, which should be fun. I'm not going to list a whole bunch of stuff down below because I've disabled even all of my plugins pretty much, other than better pushback and X camera. All the other stuff is disabled. Including XRAS and all that kind of stuff, Python, NOAA weather plugin kind of thing, all of it. This is default weather, default time, but I will change it to daylight for you because I know people don't like night flights. I don't quite get it myself, but okay. And then I'll take you up on a bit of the climb out. We'll take a look at what some of the scenery looks like around with the map enhancement. I am using the hybrid map because obviously Google Maps does not work, or Bing, in China. And there we go. So I will see you on the runway, and yeah, glad to have you on board. And here we go. We just got to cross 17 left here and go over to 17 right. It's about 4:30 in the morning. I've got it set for right now. And heck of a taxi. A lot of taxiways here, man. It's really, they can get confusing. So this is listed as a departure runway. We're going to have about a 4-knot tailwind, which this aircraft can handle that. It's not ideal. but I mean, not the end of the world. So again, we are on not live time. In real life, it's about 2:30 in the morning over here. But it is live weather. Sim Heaven is installed. X-Plane Map Enhancement is installed. I'm using the Hybrid Pro with Mapbox Pro as my backup. Mostly because I don't know if Google as a backup would work in Hong Kong. I don't know if Google is banned in Hong Kong or not. It might be. Well, it'd be...
What can I do for you?
Prepare for takeoff.
Undoubtedly.
You can stop talking so snooty. How's that for a start? Oh, we'll leave those on. Okay. Let's go to Hong Kong. Oh, now you want to rain again.
Approaching 17 right.
Well, I'm just turning this one on. I'm not worried about first officer. I've changed my field of view so I'm a bit closer. There we go. This is my runway center line.
17 right.
Give or take. Runway's 12,500 feet long, so I'm not really worried about the roll here. Up to around 40%. Make sure engines are stabilized. They are, and that is Toga. Oh, great sounds on these engines, man, I tell you. And I'm not even using the sound pack. Those are the default flight packer sounds. They are so good. Some aircraft I have sound packs for. This aircraft I've never had. I'd like a replacement for all that. First officer and... Oh, first officer's fine. V1 rotate didn't work. No callouts. Why no callouts? Positive brake. Gear coming up. Goodbye, Beijing. And because I want to see what everything is looking like, autopilot early. Night lighting's improved in Beta 6. You know, and before anyone says, I even rolled my sim back to 12.1.4, which is last stable. Didn't make any difference. You can make 20-degree bank turns. Let me break this arm. Up, on, and flaps clear. Even the sounds for the flaps and that on this are really good. Now that looks, well, I mean, I wish the weather was better, put it that way. But I mean, I think that looks pretty dang realistic. No mismatched coloring, no strips, 50 kilometers long, not, you know, kilometers long missing, where scenery picked at random, no black boxes. I am on the Pro version. I bought it after playing with it for some days, and if you want, now you know we're agenda free here. I bought this with my own money. It was not given to me. We don't do sponsored content. Everything is bought with my own money and viewer donations. If you do decide, you can try it out for free. It works in Windows with Microsoft Flight Simulator as well. I don't know if this works on Linux. I don't think it does. I'm not sure about Mac. I mean, you can give it a try. You can't access the high res maps like I've got with Pro. But you can get a taste for what it's like. If you do, you will find a referral code down there. If you use that when you make your purchase and put in my referral code, you will get an extra 14 days on your subscription. And full disclosure, I also get 14 days. So at no additional cost. It's still the straight $40. And that's for a year. So you end up with a year and 2 weeks. And like I said, it costs you nothing other than the $40. So far, yeah, they're not going to do diddly squat out here at that. 11,800 is transition level in China, at least mainland. Since we're going to 40,000, I think I'm going to go to climb continuous. Just so we can get up there. See, the rain doesn't look all that bad. I don't know if you... At 250 knots, 11,800, not 10,000. We can set that one to standard, though. Well, I'll do it just in case it thinks there's restrictions on the climb. There we go. Back outside. Well, flyby. Gotta get a flyby. I don't know what happened. The lights look really bulbous. Like they look like Rudolph's nose. I don't know what happened with those. Barrel set disagree. Not anymore. And there we go. As you can see, we got a full house. I fly with the Emirates configuration, so 3 classes. Well, we got cargo. 10,244. Yeah, well, 25,000 pounds. 26. Give take. 2,500 pounds of food. Works for me. Yeah, hopefully the weather's nicer in Hong Kong. But I mean, that looks like what I would expect it to look like at what, 14,000 feet? 15,000. With my fingers and toes crossed, trust me, that's painful. If this all goes well, then I want to do a longer flight, and I want to fly all the way to Lhasa in Tibet. Is it Tibetan or Mongolia? Well, one of the airports up in Mongolia or the Tibetan semi-autonomous regions. And it looks like we're going to get into a bunch of clouds. So here's what we're going to do. You got to see the takeoff in that. I'm going to continue climbing. The clock is running, so you can see. And I'll bring you back when it clears up and we can take a look a little better from 40,000 feet. I know Kitster made a comment saying, one guy said, it doesn't make any sense if you're an airline pilot. You know, if you fly airliners. And it's like, from what I have seen from my week or so with this, with the map, when I could get a flight in. Well, it seemed to happen mostly if I was recording. That's when the driver timeouts and all that would happen quite often. I don't know. I think still just the color matched ground textures and everything else, along with the sim heaven, I definitely looked better than nothing. It looked better than having AutoOrtho. So I don't totally agree. I have a mindset. I can show you my settings. There you go. So there you can see, this is because I'm in China. So we're using the China HD 2022. There is a China 2023 map as well. And you can see it loading the tiles in. And that's what they look like. You can't tell me default or AutoOrtho looks that good. And that kind of coloring in that. There's my things. Do not put your cache in the same directory as the map enhancement. Put it another drive, another directory. I'm using image quality medium. Just trying to take a load off my PC. Ground resolution at normal. I do have it set to show high resolution at 10,000 and below. This has been known to cause issues with some systems, so I have it turned off. I have like 32 gigs of RAM, so I'm not really worried. And I have it do a preload of 10 nautical miles and use distance. I use 50 gigs for cache, and then it just overwrites what it doesn't need. So there you go. So I will bring you back, because I mean there's nothing to see, obviously, right? It's ugly. Other than that gorgeous wing flags. It looks really good. We're going to obviously leave the seatbelts on. I will see you on the other side. Hopefully the weather clears up, or I'll see you around top of just before or after top of descent as we go down to Hong Kong, the Pearl of the Orient. Thanks for flying along with me. Hello everyone, and well, we're just a little over halfway, about half, well, a little over halfway. Yeah, we do that. As you can see, still fighting the clouds. Winds died down a bit. At one time I had 110 knot crosswind. That was interesting. Flight path was one direction, I was flying the other. It was weird. Let's get you back here. It's calmed down now, it's a tailwind. We still got the clouds in that. Other than that, the flight has been pretty uneventful. I think I'm going to get my crew meal now.
How can I help you?
Please, we would like to have the crew meal now.
Gladly.
Yeah, but by the way, it's going to be a lovely morning in Hong Kong, so we can go get dim sum when we land. What are we going to have there? Let's take a look. 25 Celsius. No significant change in the weather at all. Wind 090 at 10. That's fine. We're landing 7 center. A few clouds at 1,200 feet, scattered at 2,000. Ceilings at least 12,000. So that shouldn't be a problem. Humidity, not too bad. Well, not bad for Hong Kong. 79%. So, what did I want? This one. So I haven't been able to see a heck of a lot. In all honesty, a lot of this area would be all farmland and stuff anyway. Hopefully not too many clouds around Hong Kong. And that is where the map enhancement, I'm really interested in seeing what it looks like. Because of course the whole Kowloon Bay and everything else like that, and what is it, Pearl Mountain or whatever. I'm sorry, I don't know the name, so I've never been there. But like the whole harbor, the Stonecutters Bridge and everything, should be interesting. I think we're going to be circling the city, actually. We'll be going to the east of it, and then we've got sort of a downwind that brings us across the airport over the mountains through some of the smaller islands and that are out there. And then we start hanging our right to get towards the airport on 7 Center. So, just a little mid-flight update. Aircraft performed fine so far. Everything else is working so far. Just watching a little YouTube, checking on some Discords and stuff like that. I'm glad to have you along. Like I said, we'll bring you back when we're beginning our approach and that stuff into Hong Kong. Thanks for flying along. And welcome back, everyone. As you can see, we have begun our descent into Hong Kong. Weather is still, you know, hopefully we get down below it soon. And that, but you know, I like to fly typically with real time, like live time, live weather. Contrails just dissipating look really cool, I have to say. So we're heading on in. Just in case I do end up with the crash before we get to the, you know, pulling over to the gate or something, I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody for the positive feedback, the thumbs up, the gain of subscribers and everything to my month of doing GA. From kind of the last few days of April all the way through May, we're basically at the end of the month. And this is the first time I've been in an airliner and doing an airliner flight since the middle of April. And do not fear, we are going back to GA as well. Got a couple aircraft I want to show you. GA, I also want to revisit that Just Flight Thuranda collaboration on the Duchess. I was watching the video I made, sort of first impression. I don't think I really gave it a really good fair shake on that one. So I'm going to kind of revisit it. Flight's going quicker than planned because we had a really nice tailwind at one point there. Really cut some time off. Once we weren't fighting the crosswind. The MCP is set up for arrival. 3000 for Limes. Runway heading is 074 for 7 Center. Well, all the 7s, it's the same. Speed brake's not armed yet. You don't want, I don't believe it can deploy at this altitude anyway. But you know, just to be on the safe side. Did I turn you off? No. And the beacon's not on. Well, actually it is on. This is actually on, because if otherwise I'd have a ECAM memo. I'll show you. And there's some graphic anomalies with the wiper switch and that. It's kind of weird. Not sure what's going on there. I don't know if it's because of the field of view I changed or something. We'll see. I do have the window shades closed. The sun is bright. Really cool with this aircraft. You can darken out all the sides. Same with the first officer side. You can do the same thing. Actually, probably do that one for now. Although obviously in real life they have TCAS, and this thing would have all kinds of aircraft all the way around, kind of thing. If you're curious about that line, it's because that is, you've got the missed approach. And the go around is the place you go to for the hold is lines. So. So yeah, I just wanted to say that, and yeah, we'll be also doing more GA. You know, I don't know what changed, because I used to do some GA, you know, and it's like crickets. Nobody wanted to see it. I even got sometimes a couple of Discord, you know, somebody messaging me going, dude, enough with, you know, don't want to see GA. You know, take up the freaking A330 or something. But this past month, it completely changed. So I'm grateful for that, because I love flying GA. I built this channel on GA. Granted, that was in FS 2020 at the time. Because X-Plane 11 just wasn't cutting it anymore, at least not for me. And so I switched and went over to that. And made a couple of X-Plane 12 videos when it came out. I bought it, and it's like, there was a number of updates and stuff like that, and I'm just like, yeah, this is not ready for prime time. And I went back to FS 2020. I said, I'll give X-Plane 12 a year, which I did. And by then, people had figured out AutoOrtho could work with X-Plane 12 and such. Inabuilds made the A300 compatible with X-Plane 12 and that, and it's like, okay, now we're talking. Now I've got no problem going back. Because X-Plane 12 is my preferred sim. Well, X-Plane. Always has been. And before that, P3D, and before that, obviously, FS9, FSX. I've been simming for over 30 years or more, ever since Microsoft Flight Simulator for Windows 95. I remember pulling out my Microsoft Flight Simulator 2004 box set for Kitster, and showing them, like, this is what Microsoft Flight Simulator used to be like, and the stuff we used to get aircraft-wise. It's maintaining the speed nicely. I like that. Just wish the clouds were... Well, we'll get down below them eventually. Would you get terribly upset with me if I just got rid of these? It's not realistic. And I'm going to move you up to here. There we go. Yeah, they're up. Interesting, I'm not getting an ECAM memo saying that they're up. Maybe it's because I switched the sim. I'm not sure. But let's go outside, see if we can see anything yet. I put them up high enough, so we should be getting down pretty soon. Yeah, we can start seeing stuff. We're out over the water, so those are wind turbines. It's going to be more about what we see out the flight deck windows. Because the city will be in front of us. Sadly, we're going to be approaching from the south east instead of going around, circling Hong Kong and the old high tech and all that. Oh, now the speed brake came up. You saw the message. That's interesting. I already have the minimum set, and the altimeter. Has it changed? Yes, it has. It's now 108. There we go. Cross-checked. Clouds aren't looking bad, and saying I'm just grateful that, you know, don't say anything. I don't want to curse it. Yeah, still got some anomalies kind of thing. They had the clouds for the most part looking so good in 12.2 beta 4. And then they started messing with them. And 5 was an absolute disaster. Good Lord, I couldn't even look at them. I filed a bunch of bug reports, and I got replies from Marco giving me, this is the bug report number and that, and when you see in the change log, these are the issues that have been fixed, look for your number and you'll see. And I've got a number of them. Because they were detailed things. Okay, well, since we forgot to turn the landing lights off, we're good there. I can go there. And I think I can get these away. And you away. I think they slide a little too quick, but I mean, okay. They're like those older blinds we used to have. You used to be able to buy them at Sears, and they would cut them to size. They were usually white, and they had a spring inside, the rod kind of thing, and you pull it down. Man, am I dating myself. Okay. You're going to slow me down at some point? Maybe, possibly. Do 60 knots and 7 nautical miles? Well, I guess maybe. Well, by then we'll have a few flaps out at least. Speed brake out. No, you're just ticking me off. And you notice how all the islands don't have like these big white bars around them? Like that actually looks like worn rock or sand or whatever. Way better. That's one of the things that sold me on it. Because if you look, even with AutoOrtho, everything has this giant white band that goes around it. Everything. Everything is a beach. Which is just not accurate. And we'll get the cursor to get the cabin ready.
Listening.
Prepare for landing.
Sure.
And there we go. Atmospherics look great though, I can tell you that much. Like that looks far more realistic. Way more. Get you down a little bit. I will just keep coming down. See how that doesn't have any? But there is some little bit of the white kind of thing, like there, like way better. I'm just going to leave the speed brake out for now. Still out, right? Yeah. We lost the indication again. And Lime is between 3,000 and 6,000. This is where I'll start bringing in slots and flaps. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with that. I know the speed brake's out. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy with the... We'll do a flight next. You know, probably in North America. Or South America. That'd be even better. And I'll use the Google Maps. Because obviously no restriction using them in the US. And I'll use the Google Maps Pro HD. Or maybe I'll do it in California, because I know what the San Bernardinos and the Santa Ana mountains and hills and all that are supposed to look like. See, it's not uniform. Like that doesn't have barely anything. we'll go to 210. Ooh, she's a slippery one today. Does not want to give up the speed. And we're 15 miles out. That looks awesome. The atmospherics, bit of the haze from the humidity. I would have loved to have done it more with like clouds and all that, but I wanted to see what the Hong Kong approach would look like, because I've done this flight numerous times, flying from South Korea and from Japan. Speed brake armed. Oh, I know why I'm not going down. The intercept is 1,700 feet. Wonder why I thought it was 3,000. That's why it pays to look at your charts. All the ships in the harbor. And that's flaps 10. Flap 15. Yeah, I'm rusty. Like I said, this is the first time I've flown an airliner in like 6 weeks. Lock to localizer. And approach. We're doing flaps 25 for the landing. I think the motor sound goes on a little long, but that could be me. I'm not a real world pilot, so I don't know. Flaps 20. And flaps 25. Speed brake arm. Cabin's been alerted. Oh. No gear. I'm glad that went off. I would have been really upset if I'd had no issues with the sim or the recording software or anything else, and I belly landed. Confirmed. My aircraft.
Flight slow.
Approaching 7. Center.
400. Approaching minimums.
Continue.
Flight slow. 300. Minimums.
Landing.
Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow. 200. Flight slow.
I'm not worried
Flight
about
slow.
flight slope on visual.
Flight slow. Flight slow.
Oh, I forgot
Flight
the center's
slow.
got a really
100.
long lead.
Flight slow. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Welcome to Hong Kong. Reverse screen. Manual braking. Reversers off. Wasn't a bad landing. I mean, it wasn't horrible. It was really hard to see the runway markings. So there we go, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. Flight director's off. You're not going to have to watch me unload everything and all that. So I hope you enjoyed that. And the approach wasn't too disappointing for you. No, let's go down over here. I believe this is Terminal 1, which is domestic. Although it doesn't look like it. Get the gear up, or no, don't get the gear up. You almost did that either on your own. Thank heavens the master caution flashed red. If you did, folks, don't forget to leave a like, a share, comment, subscribe. It really helps us small channels out a lot. Links to my Discord will be down below. I use default airports. Default weather. And while it wasn't live time, yeah, you know, some compromises. Again, if you want to get the map enhancement for X-Plane yourself, maybe hold off. You can get it because you can use it for free. You just can't use any of the high detailed stuff and all that. And you can try it out before you buy it. If you do decide to buy it, I'd appreciate it if you used my my referral code down below. You will get yourself an extra 14 days. Why are you parked there? And I get an extra 14 days as well, so that helps support the channel in a way as well. You'll also find where you can get better pushback, Sim Heaven, the map enhancement pack. This aircraft, of course, is payware. It's going to cost you about $100 now. Is it worth $100? That's up to you. I really enjoy flying it, and I've got no place to park. What happens when you turn on the drop parked aircraft thing? You'll also find my computer specs down there as well. The Discord is, of course, free to join, as always. I don't believe in putting Discords behind paywalls. But everybody's allowed to use... Well, we can use that one. I wish all these gates would actually come over to the aircraft, you know? Instead of just one. But it's fine. Anyways, thank you for watching. Have yourself a great weekend. Hopefully you can get some barbecuing and that in. Until the next time, I want you to stay safe, be kind to one another, keep the blue side up, and I will see you in the skies. Take care, everyone. Thanks for watching. God bless.